channel. My name is Coralie and today we are doing a full face of German makeup. So I put in a massive order on DM and I have an entire face of makeup here. Now DM is a drugstore brand. This entire box of makeup cost me 70 something euros, which is pretty good. If I tried to do this at Sephora, I would be bankrupt. The most expensive thing in this entire order was an eyeshadow palette for 10 euros. So this is incredibly affordable, but yeah, I have a bunch of brands I have never heard of in here. I have Trended Up, which I believe is the DM brand. I have Alverd. I have a couple things from Essence, which I have heard of before. We do have Essence in Australia, but I wanted a full face of German drugstore makeup. So without further ado, we are just going to do our makeup. Now the first thing I have here, which I am actually super excited about, is the Essence Jelly Grip Primer. Now I have a feeling this is a dupe of the Milk Makeup one, and I have always wanted to try that. And why spend $30 on a product when I can get it for $2? I mean, the quality is probably a little bit different, but we're gonna start with primer. Oh, that is very liquidy and soft. That actually feels really nice. I have never really been a primer girl. Like, I will skip that step. Honestly, I'm not really much of a foundation girl in general, so oh, that feels amazing. Okay, so we have our primer done. Next step is foundation. Now I actually got two foundations, which the hardest part about shopping online is it's really hard to match your foundation. Like, generally you should go in store and do this in person so you know you're getting the color right, but this was like 3 euros, so if it's not a match, it's not the end of the world. But I got this foundation, the Trended Up Smooth Glow Fluid Filter, and then I also picked up this one purely because I have never used a foundation like this before and I was curious, and again it was a couple euros, so I figured I'd give it a go. But yeah, I literally needed a new foundation because I dropped mine all over the floor and it's smashed. The main foundation I'm going to use is this one, but I do want to give this one a quick try just to see what it's like. So I'm assuming this is weird. I have never used a foundation like this, and then I'm guessing you just I mean, that's nice. It might be a little bit light for me perhaps, but it's a cool product to have. This is something I can just chuck in my bag. But this is the real test. Now let's, oh, it's a dropper. That is so fun. It's one of those. Let's hope this is actually the right color for me, or else this whole makeup look is going to look questionable. Oh, does this work? Okay, I mean, this is one thing that happens when you buy your makeup very cheap. Obviously, the packaging is not going to be as good as if you bought a more expensive brand. Like, the dropper part might not work, but that's okay. We'll just use it this way. I would say that the color would pretty much be spot on for me. However, it might be a little bit light right now because I'm filming this a week after getting back from Greece, and I am most definitely a lot tanner than I usually am. So when I'm back to European winter skin tone colors, I feel like this will be absolutely perfect. Okay, so for like 3 euros or however much that foundation was, it wasn't expensive. It's probably the cheapest foundation I've ever seen. I'm pretty happy with that, and that perfectly does the trick for me because I do not wear foundation very often, so I don't want to spend a lot of money on a foundation that I'm barely going to use and then drop on the floor and smash everywhere. But trend it up. There you go. In terms of concealer, it's all in German. I'm not sure if I'm buying the right thing here, but this is what I assume to be a concealer stick, kind of in a little bit of a lipstick form, and I think that is so creative and so fun. And honestly, that might be the only spot I put concealer because I don't really have any spots at the moment, which is very nice. Okay. You know what? I actually really like that. Continuing with the base, these are actually two products that I may be the most excited about. And that is a cream contour and a cream blush. Now, I have never used anything other than powder. Like right here is a mirror. I'm using my Too Faced palette, and these are powders. I always use powder blush, powder contour, but we're gonna give something else a turn. Although, however, we're gonna powder first before. Do you powder before or after you put on your cream contour and blush? I have no idea, I've never done this before. But I'm gonna powder first, which is also trend it up. It just sort of sets the foundation in place and makes sure it's all nice and matte. Now it is time for the liquid blush and contour, and this is actually kind of intimidating because I've never used a cream product before and I don't really know how to. Okay, there we go. If this like works well for me, I feel like this will be a game changer. I think that worked quite nice. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the blush. So I think that actually gives a really nice effect. I'm a big fan of the cream contour. In terms of the blush, it was nice. I don't have a problem with it, but I think I would stick to powder blushes, but I definitely think I will start using a cream contour because I really like that. I'm going to move on to eyebrows. Now, I have a confession to make. I have been using the same eyebrow powder since I was a teenager, I want to say, and that eyebrow powder wasn't even new when I got it. It was a hand-me-down from my sister from when she was a teenager, and my sister is now in her 30s, so I have been using that exact same eyebrow powder for literally decades at this point. So I finally bought a new one because I have always been a powder eyebrow girly, but I did also get one of these purely to try it out because I have never used a product like this in my eyebrows before, so I kind of want to give it a go, but then at the same time I finally have a replacement eyebrow powder, which is insane. It only took like 15 years. I don't really do much. Like, I'm pretty happy with my eyebrows the way they are. I maybe fill in the tail a little bit with the powder, but that is about it. It's literally just brushing a little bit of extra color onto the eyebrows to make them stand out a little bit more. It's doing the exact job it's supposed to do. Sure, I mean, I don't mind it. I still prefer powder, but now that I have this product, I will continue to use it. Okay, so that is like our base done. I feel like next we're going to move on to eyes. So for eyes, I have this Blooming Bliss palette, which the colors are just absolutely gorgeous. Now I haven't swatched this, so let's see how pigmented it is. Let's give Peony a go. Okay, that is pretty impressive for a $10 palette by the brand Catrice. Now to go along with this, I also bought a Space Glam liquid eyeshadow from the same brand Catrice, just because it looked like fun. So I think I'm gonna do a plain powder base, and then I'm gonna try a little bit of this on top. So let's get to it, shall we? You know what? I am pretty impressed with that pigmentation, especially for such an affordable eyeshadow palette. Like, I have a few higher end palettes, like I've got an Urban Decay palette, a Too Faced palette, and I mean, they're incredible, but this, it's doing just as good of a job for way cheaper of the price. So if you're on a budget and still want decent products, I'm impressed. You can get some bloody good stuff at the drugstore. You don't have to literally only shop at Sephora and Mecca and places like that. Okay, now it is time for the Space Glam. Now this color doesn't really suit the look I'm creating right now, but it's more just trying out the product. So I'm gonna put that in the center of my lid, I think. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, I love that. It's not like that intense, but it is giving a beautiful shine. Oh, damn, okay. I love that, and this product came in many different colors and shades. This is the Space Glam color. It's kind of like a coppery. That is beautiful. So once that dries, we are going to do eyeliner. Now, for the first time, I have bought a brown eyeliner. I have always been a black eyeliner girly, but I thought I would give brown a go. Honestly, I should just use an eyeshadow and do like a subtle flick, but we're gonna give brown a go. Now, I am very picky when it comes to eyeshadow, because if it's not a strong enough brush to create a good wing, I'm gonna struggle. So this is a very affordable eyeliner. Let's see if it can hold up. So I like to do a little oh, it's a very flimsy brush. Okay, so the color is beautiful. You just need a very, very steady hand with a brush like this. I like a more firm tip. But alas, the show must go on. Okay, now we have mascara. I am going to use my eyelash curler here just for a little bit of help, and then I'm going to use this Catrice Glam and Doll false lashes. I have really like short lashes that mascara never really does that much for me, which is a little bit disappointing. Okay, let's give it a go. I mean, it's doing the job. And to be honest, if I use a higher end mascara, it doesn't make that much of a difference on me because my eyelashes are so short to begin with. So, highlighter. Now, I didn't get a powder highlight, which I'm a big powder highlight girly, but I did see this Essence Baby Got Hollow Glow, which is very, very similar to the primer that we used at the start, except obviously this is a highlighter. Again, I'm assuming it's a dupe of the Milk makeup, but I love a good highlight. So we're gonna put this. Is that doing anything? Or is that just wiping off my foundation? I like to highlight like my nose, Cupid's bow, and inner corner, but it's going to be a bit difficult to highlight my inner corner with this. I feel like this is mainly a cheek highlighter, and I would definitely use a normal powder highlighter for like these areas, but I don't have a powder highlight with me today, but that is okay. That's still a nice fun glow. We have one thing left, and that is lips, and I have never been a lip girly. The feeling of something on my lips annoys me very much, so if I'm gonna have anything on my lips, it's a gloss rather than a lipstick, although I could probably do a lip stain, but this is what I have. I have a La Vera Natural Cosmetic Bare Melty. Now, hello. I believe this is just like a nice, refreshing, cooling lipstick without any color, which I think is kind of fun. So I have that. And then I also bought this little pack of Juicy Bomb lip glosses. There is coconut, strawberry, mandarin, mint, and cherry. And I'm just gonna dive right in there. Okay, we have strawberry. Perfect. Okay, so there we have it. That is a full face of German drugstore makeup, and to get this entire face, base, eyes, lips, absolutely everything for, I think it was like 75 euros is pretty crazy, because you'd probably only get 2 products for that price in Sephora. Now, while those products might be a little bit nicer, this definitely gets the job done, especially for someone that doesn't wear makeup all that often. Like, I love makeup, I really do. I just don't wear it all that often. I'm just as comfortable in my natural skin as I am with a full face of makeup. But I am very happy to have these products, as much as I would love to have a shopping spree on Sephora and have all these beautiful makeup products. It's just not really worth it. I don't have the money to spend on that kind of thing. So like I said, drugstore does just fine, and the German drugstore DM is no different. So there we go. Here is the final look. So I would say my favorite product is definitely the Space Glam eyeshadow. I think that is absolutely beautiful. I'm also quite a fan of this chapstick looking concealer. Basically, I'm a fan of every product here. I'd say my least favorites is the cream blush, but that is a user issue. I'm just more of a fan of powder. I really, really like the color of the brown eyeliner. I just need to practice using the type of tip that it comes with. That is also a bit of a user error. And yeah, I think I like everything else. There you go. There you have it. A full face of German makeup. Are these brands German? I don't even know. I just bought all these items in Germany. So Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see any other makeup videos. I would love to do a full face of like, I would say German Sephora makeup, but like the brands in Sephora Germany or in Sephora all around the world. But I am very happy to have a replenished makeup kit, specifically another foundation, seeing as I smashed mine all over the bathroom tiles. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have ever shopped at DM or if you're going to shop at DM after watching this video. If you're gonna shop at DM, make sure to get yourself some Space Glam. Although, let's see how it's holding up after like 10 minutes. It still looks awesome. Can I give you guys like a close-up somehow of this? Like, it's such a subtle glow, but because it's a liquid, it's stuck on so well. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.